Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and your connection to each other. Today's reading is going to be a future focused reading, so we are talking about what is coming next for this connection, what the next chapter looks like, and what you can expect going forward into the future with this person. After that, we are going to dive even deeper using the tarot. I will get more specific details out. I have pre-pulled this spread for us just to save a little bit of time. And the primary focus of this reading is on the future. However, there will be an extended for today's reading if you do find that this is really resonating with you and you are interested to see this person's current thoughts and feelings about you. You're welcome to join over there for the extended. A link will be found below in the description box as well as the pinned comment. So after we're done with the first spread of oracles and the tarot, I will be pulling a few channeled messages to see things that this person may say to you during this next chapter or will want to say to you, followed by tiles and charms, as well as a short message from universe just for you and whatever you need to hear the most. I always like to seal off my readings with a message just for you, the viewer, to help you recenter your energy and focus and bring that back towards yourself. So I highly encourage you to stick around till the end to do a good reset. But without further ado, let's hop into your messages. I'm going to get started by introducing you to all of the cards here, and then we're going to get going. So first up, we have Breath and Chaos, which did come out together. We also have Synchronicity, Universal Wisdom. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. We have A Fiery Climax Approaches, Full Moon in Aries. Side note, if anybody wants to drop below and fact check when the next full moon in Aries is for the collective, I invite you to do that. I just know it doesn't happen during Aries season. And other side note, this is a timeless reading, so whether it found you in 2025 or years from now, that's a-okay. However, for those of you who are watching during its release, you may want to keep an eye out for this timeline. Aries energy or season in general could also be important. We also have You're Very Close to Achieving Your Goal, Gibbous Moon, The Vow, The Vision, and The Threshold. So it's interesting because I'm seeing a lot of synchronizing messages, and we literally have the synchronicity energy coming through. So you might notice that this next chapter with your person is filled with synchronicity. Something both you and they recognize. You might have mutual symbols or numbers or songs or other types of communication come through that both of you are noticing simultaneously. They could also be different synchronicities, but in general, I think this next chapter is going to be filled with divine communication, and it's something both you and your person are taking notice of. It's not going unnoticed. And it's because, from what I can see here, this next chapter of this connection is a very important one. It's definitely a part of your divine path with each other, and I think some big events are going to occur during that. Now, I'm not sure what side you feel like you're on right now between Breath and Chaos, but I would say that either things feel kind of null and stagnant between you and your person right now, or they might feel the opposite, where it's a little bit clustered, a little bit chaotic, maybe stressful. And I think that there's going to be neutralizing of those two energies in the next chapter of this connection, basically. So it's not going to feel dull and boring. It's not going to feel chaotic and stressful. It's going to feel peaceful going forward. There's going to be a balance of those two sort of opposite energies coming through. Yet at the same time, there's definitely a significant event approaching the two of you in the next chapter. You're very close to achieving your goal. A fiery climax approaches, and we also have the threshold. So you are on the doorstep of a very big event happening between the two of you in this next chapter. And I don't necessarily think that you're going to see the full breadth of that during this next chapter, but you're getting close. Like, you're noticing that you've taken the proper steps and it's like in your foresights for the two of you. For some of you watching, you already know what this is. You've already been receiving guidance. For others of you, it's during this next chapter with your person that you will be receiving those messages. With the vision, I think that you may be having some prophetic dreams about whatever this event is that's going to take place. For others of you, it's something that you've already been manifesting, you've already been picturing, and you've already been trying to call forth into your reality. It could be higher level commitment for some of you, such as engagement, marriage, formal recognition of union. For others of you, it's a fulfillment of part of your soul contract or your soul purpose of meeting each other. If you believe in reincarnation, or if you believe in the concept of soul contracts or soul agreements that people enter into before they incarnate, it could be one of those agreements that the two of you had agreed to go through before you entered into your bodies in this lifetime, before you entered into this connection with each other in the 3D. But there's going to be fulfillment of at least one of those vows during the next chapter, or again, you're getting very close. It's in your foresights, and you're receiving a lot of information about what that is before it happens. Especially since we have universal wisdom coming up here. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. You're feeling these ebbs and flows. You're feeling this divine communication come through. So is your person. And I think both of you are really in tune with your divine team, with God, with Source, universe, your guardian angels. You're just feeling very closely connected to the divine during this next chapter, and it's just continuing to deepen. So it could also be that you and your person are going through a lot of self-development during this phase, and you're just really continuing to grow on a personal level and spiritual level, and therefore the natural flow of the connection is to get closer and closer to fulfilling your divine purpose with each other. Basically, you're so close to achieving this goal. And I want to get a little bit more specific and see if I can get more information out about what this goal is, what the climax is, what the promise is, using the tarot. So I'm going to hop into that next. Give me a moment here if you don't mind. And as I prepare to pack up and shuffle, I would like to extend a friendly reminder. If you have been resonating with the readings so far and you haven't yet, I would love it if you would help support the channel by liking the video. Also consider subscribing if you're new. I release readings every single day, knock on wood. I was recently sick, so I did take a couple days off, but more often than not, I release at least a reading or two every day. And we also have a beautiful community over here on Awakened Soul that would welcome you in with open arms. We'd love to have you join us. Okay. So it could be a big romantic goal, possibly, and a big financial goal. There could be a few different things that the two of you are achieving in this next chapter. Something that had possibly been restricted in the past, caused stress. Let's get a couple more cards. Interesting. So for some of you, I feel like you're in the chaos phase right now, okay? And if that doesn't sound like you, I'm just gonna be totally upfront and say that there could be a phase of that coming in, even briefly in the next chapter. But there's some sort of energy of restriction coming through where you and or your person are almost feeling stressed out and blocked from achieving this goal you're setting with each other. And I think it is a romantic goal. I also think it's a financial goal. I just heard house, so it could be buying a house together, moving in together, moving to be closer to each other. For a select few of you out there, it could be like a career goal is influencing the amount of energy that you're able to put into the romantic connection. So maybe somebody is working long hours, or is trying to save money, or going back to school to get a new degree, to get a better job, or something that's impacting finances and also impacting the time you're able to spend with each other. That you're coming to a close with that in the next chapter. So your finances are improving for both you and your person, more than likely, and there's an invitation of deeper romantic energy, partially because that other goal has been achieved. So if you're not romantic with this person at this time, I definitely see that coming in. Okay, a formal love offer or like the beginning and blossoming of a romantic connection with each other. If you are not romantic with this person yet, and that, oh wait, flip that. I got twisted. If you are romantic with this person right now, as in if this is your current partner or somebody you are seeing, there's definitely a new chapter of love that is coming in for this connection during the next chapter. So whatever the next organic stage or phase of the connection would naturally be, it's likely that that is tied in with this goal and that's where you're going, okay? So for example, if you just met this person and you haven't breached a romantic barrier yet, but you're kind of seeing each other a little bit, it could be making their relationship official. If you've been seeing with this person for a while and you haven't made things like you haven't taken the next steps with each other, whatever the next steps would be. I'm not going to go through all the potentials since this is a general reading and everybody's situation is different. Whatever the organic next step would be, because the Ace of Cups does talk about not only new romantic relationships, but also new romantic stages within a dynamic, okay? We also have the Six of Wands coming out though. So there's going to be some level of public recognition of achieving these goals together. So I do feel like in the next chapter, one of the goals is the two of you being together. So if you're not together with this person already, I definitely feel like in this next chapter, you have made things official. If you're already with this person, it could be more public recognition as a couple or as like a formal connection, basically. Other people are taking notice of these goals you've achieved together. Other people are paying attention to you. You and your person sort of feel like all eyes are on you. The spotlight is on you and your connection, and they've noticed everything you've overcome. So these goals that the two of you are achieving separately and together, I feel like are really harmonizing your connection. The chaos is over. You're not dealing with that so much anymore. And not only are you both noticing this, but other people in your lives are paying attention to that as well. And you're feeling like you have this victory. And again, side note, with the Judgment card coming out here, that really does highlight the energy of synchronicity being important. So pay very close attention to the synchronicities you are seeing. If your person is vocal about synchronicities they are seeing, maybe take note of them, even if it's just a mental note, because I do think that both you and your person are going to be receiving a lot of divine communication during this next chapter, and those synchronicities kind of hold the key to the steps to take in the connection. So whatever those are. Birds could be important. We do have a white bird up top here. To me, it looks like a dove, but it could be just about any type of bird. Pay attention to those numbers, songs, symbols, names, just about anything, okay? But pay close attention because those hold the key to kind of like unlocking the next steps to take as you continue onward in this connection. Let's see. What we're going to do next is get out a few channeled messages from your person to you, what they either will say to you during this next chapter or things that they will want to say to you. So not necessarily current energies. Again, if you're interested in current energies, thoughts and feelings from your person, check out the extended. That will be linked below in the description box and the pinned comment. This is future focused, okay? So let's get a few channeled messages from this deck, and then we will also get out a few channeled messages from my handmade deck. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a polarizing energy, okay? So there's going to be a balance between dissatisfaction, boredom, stagnancy, and chaos, okay? So just be aware of that. And I do see it harmonizing out again, but you might feel a little bit of erratic energy, at least for a period of time during this next chapter. Let's get a few other cards out. Whoa, and then I will read them all aloud to you. Whew. Okay. Okay. Get a couple more. And bear with me, you guys, I am still recovering my voice. So I'm like mostly better, but you might hear me continue to clear my throat and whatnot. Okay, so first message your person either will say to you or will want to say to you during this chapter is indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. Unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. Self-love. I am still trying to heal. Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. I'm not moving this forward until I've healed. I've been keeping secrets. I love you and I'm going to text you soon. So I do feel like your person in this next chapter is going to be feeling a little bit erratic. They might have a little bit of dissatisfaction coming through them, which is leading to this indecisiveness. But I don't think they're going to be telling you about that. I think that is one of the messages they're going to keep to themselves because they're trying to heal it. They're trying to understand where this is even coming from to begin with. And they might not want to burden you with that inner work that they're doing. They might talk to you about it. For some of you out there, they may be vocal with you. For others of you, they're keeping that to themselves while they're trying to heal. And it's because they do care about you. So even though they're feeling a little bit up and down or they have this inner chaos going on, I do see that at their core, they do love you. They feel very connected to you. And I don't think that there's going to be like a full-on separation between the two of you. Communication lines are going to remain open. Maybe some of you are long distance from this person, so you can really only communicate through phone communication because we do have a note here of there being a distance as well as texting. If it's not long distance, that's a-okay. Maybe you're going to have to take a little bit more time apart for work or for personal reasons. But again, the communication line is going to remain open. Your person is still going to be telling you they love you, they care for you, and they still feel connected to you. So let's get into tiles and charms before I get ready to close today's reading out. And then we'll also get you your personal message. I forgot about that. This part does get a little bit loud, so those of you who have headphones on or if you're just like a little bit noise sensitive, you might want to turn your volume down until you see me lay everything out. Okay, this is an F, by the way, that like landed upright on its side, so F could be an important letter here. Okay, weird. Okay, so this is a cross and the wreath is like stuck on it, so I don't know. To me, that's reminding me of Christmas. So maybe somebody celebrates Christmas or Christmas time. The holiday season could be important. Just because they were very connected there. That was interesting. We have VOFK, OJAY. Somebody's name could be J or Faye or K. And we also have S, okay? Jays, pay attention to birds from the J family, like blue jays. That could be one of the synchronicities or symbols you'll be seeing. And that's really all I'm seeing here. If you need to take more time to pause to see what words, names, letters come out for you, you're welcome to. I forgot to touch on the fish, okay? So the fish always reminds me of Pisces energy, so that could be important here. Sun, moon, rising sign, or season could be significant. Pisces rules over the subconscious, okay? So again, drawing us back to the point I made of synchronicity. Pay very close attention to the synchronicities you're seeing going forward because your subconscious can reveal more information to you and kind of like decode those messages for you. So pay close attention. And since we've been talking, and this is crazy. Anyway, since we've been talking about synchronicities being important, I felt called to pull my feather deck out. Now, side note, before I chat about that, I had it like facing up on my desk when I grabbed it, and I did not know that this feather was at the back. It is literally a blue jay feather. So pay very close attention to blue jays. That could be important to you and this connection going forward. So I'm gonna set that over here. But since this next message is intended to be just for you, not necessarily about this connection, I'm going to reshuffle your personal message out. So that's a bonus. We'll get to that first, and then we'll chat about your personal messages next. And first, I'm going to clear up the board here a little bit. So bear with me for a moment as I do that. I feel a sneeze coming on, so bear with me. I may have to sneeze. Anyway, so this message could relate to the connection, or again, pay close attention to birds of the J family, blue jays. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. You and or your person might notice like an increase of your psychic gifts or understanding of them in the next chapter. And then these two messages are intended just for you. So it doesn't have to have anything to do with this connection. Your first message is the eagle. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. Yeah, ascension, I'm seeing. And then your affirmation of the day I'm holding up for those of you who'd like to affirm it with me. You can comment it or read it out loud. Hello, Wally. Hi. Today I live in the present. Today I will start with a smile. I am in control of my attitude. Hi, Wally. Everybody say hi to Wally. He wanted to say hi. Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave this reading here and go into the extended. For those of you who are leaving me here today, thank you so very much for joining. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night and would love to see you around the channel again in the future. And for those of you who are interested in the extended, where we're going to be talking about your person's current energies towards you, you're welcome to join us. A link is down below in the description. Wally clearly needs attention, so I am going to go chat with him. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye for now.